You're welcome to my channel. If you are watching from Facebook, do us well to follow us. You're welcome back. I remain my humble self, Tawwe Brave Ibimobowe. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you on how to avoid mortality in your farm, in your snail farm. Currently, I've had a lot of calls. A lot of people have been calling me that their snails are dying, their snails are not hatching, their snails are always hibernating. So I'm going to answer all your questions in this video. So watch this video to the end. Don't skip any part, because if you skip any part, you will not learn everything. So what really causes mortality in snail farming? Basically, snails don't die easily. If your snail die, that means there is something you are doing wrong, which I'm going to be listing some mistakes that people do in snail farming. Now, number one mistakes people do in snail farming is, number one, why snails die is, one is overcrowding. If you crowd the snails, let's say a space that is supposed to be for like 100 snails, you go and put 200 snails, the snails will die. Understand? The snails will die, and most times they will turn to carnivorous animals. When the snails are much in a place, they will turn to carnivorous animals. So in your spacing, that's why if you want to go into snail farming, you consult people that are already in the business, that have knowledge on the business. They teach you. You understand? Overcrowding is another one. Another one is when the place is very hot. You understand? Snails basically, they are cold-blooded animals. They don't like heat. You understand? So when you want to farm snails, then you must make sure that the place you are farming these snails is not hot. So if they are hot, if the place is hot, it will make them to die. You understand? If the place is too hot, it will really cause mortality for your snails. That's why when you are farming snails, need to be cool. You understand? Your farm must be under shade. You understand? There must be trees in the place, plantains, and at least they will make the environment to be cool. If you look very well, the natural habitat of snail is in a very, you see snails in a cold place. You understand? Place that is close to water. You don't see snails in basically where that is hot, where it's hot. So you must make sure that the place you are keeping your snails must be cool. The place must be cool. Now, another thing that causes mortality is chemicals. You understand? Chemicals. Snails, they don't need any sort of chemical in farming snails. Currently now, there is no drugs for snail. Let nobody deceive you. There is no drugs for snail. Don't use chemicals in farming your snails. You understand? There should be no source of chemical. Chemicals like kerosene should not be in your, you should not have access to the snails. Kerosene, engine oil, and any source of chemical, weed killers, anything that has to do with chemical, do not have, let not be in where your snails are. So if they don't have access to chemicals, they will not also die. That is another thing that you need to take care of. Even if they want to take food, let's say most times we get leftover from the food vendors. You have to be careful. Most times kerosene or other chemicals may pour in this fruit that you give to your snails. You want to take it to the farm and give to the snails. If they need to express mortality, snails will not die naturally. It may be from maybe the chemical that is inside the fruit that you bought for them. That is another thing that you need to look into. Another one that usually causes snails to die is lack of water. When there is no sufficient water for snails to drink, the snails begin to die, because what keeps the snails alive is the water inside them. Understand? They don't have much organs like other types of animal, so they need lots of water inside them. So your pen should not be dry. A man consulted me to come and look at his farm, and when I got there, the mistake I saw that was they abandon the snails. A lot of people say that snail farming is a very easy one. You can just carry your snails and put, and you go to your way. No, you have to look at them very well. You have to make sure that you feed them, and you have to make sure that the place is cool. The place is cool. When the place is hot, it really causes mortality for them. And give them enough water. Let the water you are giving to them be sufficient for them. And also another one is mulching. Mulching is very important for in snail farming. You must mulch the snail. What I say by mulching is, let's say you are practicing a snail pen. You are practicing snail pen system. You must make sure that the pen you are using, you must have plantain leaves inside the pen. The plantain leaves helps the snails for mulching, because snails they don't like too much of light. So once the place is very hot for them, they can go under those plantain leaves and stay. And even when you put plantain leaves in your farm, it will really help in even their egg laying. So to help the environment to be cool, another thing you have to do is you can get plantain fiber. And so when you cut plantain, the fiber you get from the plantains, you can put it inside your pen to always make the temperature in your snail pen, in your snail farm, to be cool. Because once the place is cool, the snails will do very well. Once they have access to water, it will even boosting their egg production. It will boosting their egg production. It will boosting their growth. If you see snails that have access to enough water, you see that their egg production will be high, and in terms of even the size, snails will be full, will be fine. Even the skin, the shell of the snail, you will see that it will not be white, because once they lack water, if you look at the snails, the snails will be white. Then another one is, let the place not lack calcium. Calcium is very important in snail farming. Once you are giving your snails food, once in a while you have to give them calcium. Now what does calcium do? Calcium help in the shell development. It also help in the meat development. Another very important thing you have to look into is, when you are starting up your snail farm, you should stock, when you are stocking your pen, stock with one species. Do not stock two species in your farm. Let's say you get a Achatina marginata, you now get Achatina, now put them together. Mortality will definitely occur, because these snails are not the same types of snail. So when you are stocking your snail farm, that is why I encourage you, pay consultant to teach you. Don't just run and go and start up a snail farm without giving the money that the consultant need to teach you, because it's an investment. It's your money. If you don't do it well, your mortality will occur. Don't stock different types of snail. Like most places now, they don't even know the type of snail. Some people will see that they will stock a Achatina marginata and Achatina in the same place. Before you see, mortality will be occurring. So if you want to stock the farm with this one species of snail. The best species of snail I recommend for breeding is the Achatina marginata. Breed the Achatina marginata. That one will help you in egg production, and it will also help in growth. That is the Spain snail that acclimatize easily to Nigeria and other Africa countries like Kenya, Cameroon, all these countries. Any African country, Togo, Benin Republic, all these Achatina marginata acclimatize to it. So you can comment the place you are watching this video from, and the challenges you are having in your farm in the comment section. So that is one thing to look into. Make sure that the place you put this species must be one types of species. If you don't know how to identify types of species, comment below. I will teach you on how you can identify different types of species. Then also we have a video, we have already created a video on that before, so you can go through the description button below and watch that video to know the types of species of snail. And also I will also put it in the end screen. You can watch that video also to learn more. Another very important thing you need to look into when you are starting up a snail farm to stop mortality in your farm is, one is reptiles. Reptiles like ants, millipedes, soldier ants, and even human being is a reptile to snail. So how will you avoid these reptiles in your farm? Mostly ants. Ant is a very destructive insect that can put your farm to zero level. So what you have to do, time to time, you have to fumigate the environment. You understand? Fumigate the environment to avoid all these ants, understand, that will attack your snails. Because once the ants enter into your farm, it will really cause mortality in your farm. For those who are practicing greenhouse farm, if you have any incident of ants in your farm, let me tell you what you will do. What you do is you dig ground in the farm. Let's say you dig about, let's say that can 10 places, and you pour engine oil inside. So once you pour that engine oil inside, any hand that is in that environment will come and lick to lick the engine oil. So once they come and lick that engine oil, it will, once you come the next day, you can now pour hot water to it and kill those ants. So make sure that you avoid ants. Spray chemicals that can kill ants around your environment, the environment of your snail farm. And leftover food, another important one you have to look into is leftover food. For example, now you are feeding them with a formulated feed. Once the formulated feed stays for very long, it begins to bring out mucus, and those mucus now, they are bacteria that can harm the snails. So once your snail eats and they remain the food, what you have to do, because I will not never advise you to waste food, you can put it in the sun for the first day. Put it in the sun, let sun heat it. Then in the evening, when you want to give them food, you cannot mix the new another feed with it and give to your snail. So the third day, once they remain again, what you have to do is to throw it away. So you have to know how your snail eats. Understand? So first you put small. When they finish it, you know their gauge. Don't be putting over food that they will not finish. You understand? So it will really help if you take care of the environment, and also make sure that the environment of your snail farm is always clean. Understand? Clear the grasses around the environment to pursue snake and other types of reptiles that can harm your snails. I believe you are enjoying the video. So if you have any challenge in your snail farm, you can comment below. Tell me the challenges. I'm here to help you. So that your investment will not just go like that, will not waste. So any challenge you are having in your snail farm, comment below. Call me on my number 080 for my consultancy service and advice. Call me on my number 080 633 45443. You can follow us on our YouTube channel at Brave Integrated Farms Limited. In Facebook, you can follow us on Brave Snail Farm Production. So thank you very much for your time, for watching this video, and I believe that this video has impacted you. Share this video to snail farmers and intending snail people that want to go into snail farming. Thank you very much. I remember my humble self, Tabowe Brave Ibumabowe. God bless you. Till I come your way again. Bye bye.